or your dad may have cooked it for you, right? All you said is, hey, I want breakfast, and that came, the breakfast came as an output to you based on your demand or based on your request. You said, I want milk and cereal, the most basic American breakfast. When you say milk and cereal, you gave your requirement. You say, I want milk and cereal, and then your dad, took the milk out of refrigerator, boiled it a little bit. If you like the warm milk, or cold milk, then he wouldn't boil. And then you added cereal. He kind of knows how much cereal you eat every day, and then he put it there, and then let it soak maybe for a few seconds and serve it back to you, right? So that's a service. The serving the breakfast, in a most basic form, is a service. It's a function that your dad provided to you. Now, you talk about, did he create the cereal by himself? Not really. He went to Costco or some other grocery store, and he bought it there, right? He did not really create it from scratch. Even the grocery store did not create the cereal from scratch. He bought it from some company or some factory, general, whatever it is, right? So they made it and they give it. Did that factory create the whole cereal or all the ingredients? Not really. It may be coming from some farmer. So it depends on, as you can see, it's a chain, right? You want something, and that person may serve it, or that person may borrow it from somebody and do it. The function is in the programming is on a similar concept. It works on a similar concept. So suppose you want to calculate the simple interest, right? And you are good at it. So you say, the formula of simple interest, and you are the only one in this world who knows this formula, for example. And not necessarily you should be the only one, but assume that you are really good at it. So the formula for simple function is calculating simple interest is that you say it's an interest equal to principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time, right? Divided by 100. You may have seen this formula to calculate simple interest in math, right? So now that you know this formula, you have written code, a piece of code, Python code, to do this, right? Let's call it calculate interest. Calculate int, right? I gave a name to this function, and I'm saying, hey, anybody who is interested in calculating simple interest, you don't have to write your own code. You can simply use my service. I'll make this code available in such a way that you will be able to use it without any hassle. That means the person who wants to calculate simple interest does not need to rewrite the code that you already wrote it. Okay, same thing. Even forget about other person. When you are writing a code, take an example of writing a financial system where you will be calculating interest in multiple places: interest on the loan, interest on the mortgage, interest on your deposits, right, in your bank, on your bank balance. All of these calculations, all of these places, you need to calculate simple interest. So now you have two choices. Number one, you write that logic, write that algorithm, write that piece of code to calculate interest everywhere. You write it one time, you write it second time somewhere else, write second time somewhere else, like this. Or second way is, write it once and use it everywhere without repeating your logic, right? So write once and use you write here, you use it here, use it here, use it here, and multiple places. You can use yourself, you can give it to somebody else, but you wrote it once. What's the advantage of it? There are two major advantages. One is what we call it reusability, right? You're gonna reuse the piece of code you wrote it multiple times. And second benefit is what we call it low maintenance. Why low maintenance? Suppose you found a mistake. Suppose in your code you realize that rather than doing multiplication, you did division. Your principal multiplied by rate, and then you actually unintentionally by mistake you did division by 100 like this. Suppose you did it by mistake. If you have to fix it now, you will be coming and fixing only in one place here. You don't have to touch any of this code because all of these code are simply using your function. All you have to do is come back and change the everything else remains untouched and everything works the way it is. Make sense? So the two major benefits, one is reusability. You're reusing your code. You're not writing and you're not duplicating lines of code unnecessary. You're writing less line of code. Suppose this code is 30 lines, right? Now you don't have to repeat these 30 lines everywhere. Everywhere you will just write one line to use this function, and then function itself has only 30 lines. That's what we call it reusability. When you reuse it, it saves a lot of time. Second thing is low maintenance. The low maintenance means if I have to make one update, I don't have to go and update every line of code because I did not write it here. I did not duplicate it anywhere. I wrote it only once, and that line of code I'll come and update it. And then every other program that is using it, right? This is called caller programs, right? All the caller functions, all the caller code remains untouched because I changed only one place. So that's why it is a low maintenance in software development. Third benefit is that you don't have to know as a user, right? You don't have to know how the function was written. Think this way: when you ask for breakfast, right? Well, let's take another example: bread and omelette. You don't care where did the egg come from, where did the bread come from, what ingredients your dad or mom will put into, right? You don't care how much salt they will put into. As long as it is yummy, tasty breakfast, that's all you care. So the caller doesn't care of what logic you wrote it. I don't need to learn the formula you wrote it inside, your program or function, how to calculate interest. I don't care. All I care is, okay, in order, you are saying if you want to use my calculator function, you need to give me principal, rate, and interest, and I'll calculate it for you. And I'm saying, oh, that's fine. So from here, I'm going to pass you principal, rate, and time, and you will calculate and give it back to me. So all I need to know is give you the right input, and you will return me interest. Right? Similarly, I give you my requirement. I want bread and omelette. You don't care. I don't care. Where did you buy the egg? Where did you buy the bread and all of that part? As long as I give you my requirement or my input, and you give me the ready-made, not ready-made, the yummy, delicious breakfast. That's all I care. I don't care how you cooked it, how long did you, what was the temperature of the oven, or how much butter you put it and all that part. I don't care. All I care is I gave you my input and you returned me my breakfast. And that concept works across the software industry. Everywhere people write code and they let other people use it. If it is free, then we call it open source. Open source means somebody wrote the code and it's okay. They don't mind if you use it. Somewhere it's a paid. That means, hey, I wrote the code. Now if you want to use it, give me money, and then you can use it as a service. So that whole concept of service in real life is implemented via functions in programming. Somebody is good at something, he writes a piece of code, as a function, and give it other people to use it. Okay, I'll pause for now before I dig more about functions. But do you understand now what function is? Any question? Okay, no question. Nice. I assume all of you are getting it. So I'll give another example of function. Another example is suppose you are running on a treadmill, and or I run on a treadmill, and I want to calculate how much energy on how many calories I have burned it. There is a formula actually, if you know that, and you can Google about it, right? how to calculate calorie burned based on type of activity. Somebody has done some research and come up with a formula and all that part. You can go ahead and write a program in Python that will say, oh, based on type of activity and duration, like I did biking for 30 minutes.